Great stories going on right now. And of course, we have Elvis Sitati, founder and CEO of Uamuzi. And of course, we're here to talk about tech for civic education. And of course, I'd like to just know, how did you come about this? Because did you see a need? Did you see, is it just your passion? What happened, man?
So back in school, when I was still in campus, you know, that is in 2014. We had just promulgated our new constitution. And you see, on our constitution, we have clauses like public participation, that is Article 10, access to information, Article 35, and freedom of expression, that is Article 33. And we saw a need because you see, when you talk about public participation, unfortunately, we have to meet in person for us to be able to deliberate on issues or needs that are affecting us. And so we saw that when during this process, very few people get the opportunity to participate in such engagements. This is because of barriers such as the distance you have to cover for you to go to this physical engagement. It's time consuming. You know, where at a certain age you cannot deliberate with young, older people. We have cultural barriers, gender barriers. Like, there's so many barriers that affect people from participating. Two, also, when these people get to participate, these conversations are not meaningful. You can start talking. You are told to talk for 15 minutes. You end up talking for 30 minutes. You are told to just give a comment. You end up giving a whole speech. So you realize that the engagement is not meaningful. Three, these people who get to participate in such engagements, once they leave the engagement and go back to their homes, when they tell people what was discussed, you realize that information gets distorted as it moves from one person to the other. Utaambia mtu such and such thing was discussed, but mtu akienda kuambia another person, ataenda mwambie kitu ingine different. And that's what brings about misinformation and disinformation. And also, we have people who are shy. Kuna wasea hizi chukua mic asimame mbele ya watu na apatiane their
Na ndio kuna point.
na ndio kuna points. Ataanza kuongea and you know the voice is shaky. Mtu anamuoppose, unajua unakaa chini mbio
anaogopa instead of actually getting their point across.
So we decided to come up with a digital tool because we realized through technology you can be able to bring every single person's idea into the decision making table. So with the technology with Uamuzi, we want to give people a platform where they can freely express their thoughts, their ideas and their concerns amongst themselves and also with their elected representatives at their convenience. Ukikuwa jobo hapa manze, mkikuwa kwa studio, mnaweza angalia what is being discussed. Msee akikuwa job yake, mama mboga, mjei, atacheki what was discussed. Two, you can be able to access verified and credible information. For you to have a meaningful engagement, lazima ukuwe na information so that uweze kuongea based on knowledge, facts, and not based on your own thoughts. Vitu zenye tu nafikiria.
How's the response been so far? Because umesema maybe kwa ground, maybe people don't have maybe that meaningful conversation, or rather sometimes when you're trying to advocate for something, then it becomes harder for you to pass across a message, or even just make sure that a multitude is following that. How has it been so far, the response?
You see, the good thing about Kenya this is the Silicon Savannah. And Kenya, we are known for our technological prowess.
True.
And hata ukiangalia X worldwide tunajulikana for just
sisi ni fast food.
Bana. KOX manze squeezy manze kelele mbaya. So back then it was very hard for me to sell this idea because this is an idea I've worked on for like 10 years. From conceptualizing the idea to right now just implementing it. And in the process I've failed twice. And you know, the beauty about life, wanasemanga, when you fail and you start all over again, you start with the experience. So the kind of app that we've built now is much better than what we had before.